In recent years, the tech industry has undergone much needed soul searching on empathy. As a hiring manager, I'm open to hiring somebody who is short in a few technical skills, but I would never hire somebody who lacks empathy and basic human decency. Empathy refers to putting yourself in someone else's shoes. Our work takes a lot out of us. We are always connected and immersed. Sometimes our work becomes our identity. This often hurts our ability to understand somebody else's point of view or even to consider that the other person may not be fully bought in. Empathy often dies at the altar of productivity. This may happen to you in the interview when you have a million thoughts running through your head, imposter syndrome and nervousness all wrecking your composure. Here are some pointers not just for the interview but also for life in general. During the interview, I tend to check in with the interviewer by saying, "Let me know if I talk too fast. I know I have an accent, so I'm happy to repeat myself if needed. Feel free to interrupt me if I'm going off track." I often ask, "Did I answer your question? Let me know if you need me to clarify anything." These questions show that I care about the other person and bringing them along. It also puts them at ease a little bit. It shows respect. Now, why is empathy so important? We saw earlier how academia and businesses both have created a context gap between engineering and the rest of society. A direct outcome of this context gap is that the communication styles of engineers and non-engineers vary significantly. As a result, too many engineers communicate as if the other person either understands all the minute technical details or never will. Remember, you cannot assume that the listener is intimately familiar with the discussions taking place in your own mind. Communication is vital for persuasion. Keep that in mind as you explain your point of view to the interviewer, especially since you probably don't have a relationship with your interviewer, so any assumptions you make could backfire. This is an example where the interview format will force you to use your imagination and your maturity. Try and demonstrate that you can shape your words for the listener's ear rather than your own. Right alongside empathy is judgment. As a hiring manager, I look for individuals who can demonstrate that they can think for themselves and ask questions when things don't make sense. Ask for clarification and confirmation. You may have detected a disconnect among your interviewers. At a minimum, you will show that you are listening and processing. I can teach you JavaScript, but judgment you develop.